radiator pine, packing case grade plank, salvage, given to me for free. Chainsaw milled, Tuna australis, which has been part belt sanded until the belt broke, necessitating a trip to the hardware shop. Also available for this project, we have some Casuarina subrosa, black or mountain oak, and also a plank of stringy bark. Both the Casuarina subrosa and the stringy bark grew here and fell here and were milled here. The Australian red cedar fell across the road in the middle of a national park, and the road clearing crew cut it up and threw it into the gutter, and somebody who knew what they were looking at ensured that it didn't go rotten in situ. Aiming for somewhere around 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to leave just a little bit of original rough finish down at this end, but otherwise the idea is to lose all the chainsaw tooth marks. And that's probably pretty close for the rough belt, I reckon. The Banksia is already pretty thin, so I might have to leave tooth marks on both sides of it, but nonetheless I'll clean it up somewhat. take off much more of that, it won't be thick enough to use, so I'm just going to have to put up with the dings and see how we go with the other one. Well, seems to be a good technique anyway. Well, that worked pretty well. It's not bad. And now the stringy bark. Once again, this is going to have some waves left in it. Well, that might be as good as I can get the stringy bark. The waviness is caused by wear and tear on the guide of the chain. Like the bar's probably got its groove worn a little bit wider, and the tangs on the chain, they're all worn a little bit narrower. So after 10 or 15 years, your chainsaw mill doesn't cut exactly straight anymore because the tolerances have all increased. And now, make a change from the native wood, we'll do some noxious feral pest, the radiata pine. Soft as butter, and smell the difference. It's surprising how close you can get even with the coarse belt. So the next step, change to a thinner grade of sandpaper, a finer belt. Let's see how flat we can get it. Goes better when the belt runs straight. Plank on the right has had the fine sanding. Plank on the left is about to have the fine sanding. You can see why they call this an oak, even though it's a casuarina. Tuna australis, Australian red cedar. On the right hand side is the sapwood, on the left hand side is the heartwood. In the middle is the true wood. Stringy bark, once again with the rotten heartwood on the left hand side. And the radiata pine. So now, with 3 species of native hardwood and 1 of Euro peon softwood, all quarter cut milled, no less. Now, knowing how thick the laminae will be, one can commence the actual design of something that doesn't look quite so much like a swat sticker. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.